So folks, it's not talked about enough, but the true meaning of freedom, it's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm proud to be an American. We do what we want, we make our own decisions, and if we screw up and we make a mistake, there are laws in place that'll throw us in jail if it's bad enough. And no, I don't agree with most of the laws in this country, especially the ones that are related to guns. But freedom is a very interesting thing because it gives people the opportunity to be very weird in our eyes, right? Over the past 4 years, the LGBTQ plus, I don't know if I got that right, but I don't really care. And that's my opinion, and all of you on that side need to accept it. That has become a whole big thing over the past 4 years. We got celebrities supporting it. We've got government supporting it. We had Joe Biden supporting it. We have a whole bunch of people supporting it. Just so everybody's clear, the reason why I don't support it is because I'm a Christian. It's not in our belief system. And no matter how bad you want to push people to accept it, it's not going to happen because what we believe in is faith. And people who don't have faith, they're never going to understand it. That being said, I don't know if y'all remember the Bud Light person. They put his face on a Bud Light can. His name's Dylan Mulvaney. And this individual is a transgender or a transsexual. I'm not sure what the correct way to say it is, but this guy is under the impression that he's a woman. And hey man, you do whatever you want. If every day is Halloween for you, hey, fantastic. We're all free to do what we want. Just so everyone knows, the problem that we have, at least I have, is when it's introduced in schools, when it's introduced into women's sports, and honestly several other things that I'm not even going to talk about. Do your own thing, but make it your thing. You know what I mean? Some people play golf, but they're not out there trying to convince every single person they meet that golf is the godsend and they have to play or else they're wrong. No, they just enjoy it because that's what they enjoy to do. Some people like to rodeo. Some people like to go shooting every day. Some people like to think that they're a woman when they're really a man. Fine. Look, mental illness with everything going on nowadays, it's alive and well. So folks, the markets are down. Crypto, stock market, hell, Tesla's stock is even down. And people are suffering a little bit. I think it's going to get better. But one of the longest time hedge against inflation and also a bad economy is investing in precious metals. And the only company I trust to do that with is American Hartford Gold. They've got experts that will walk you through everything. They have a buyback guarantee. And right now on your first order, you can get up to $15,000 of free silver. So call 844-940-0662 or text HEAVY to 65532. Tell them I sent you. They'll take care of you guys. And a big thank you to American Hartford Gold for sponsoring this video. But listen to this guy talk. And yes, I'm calling him a guy because he's biologically a guy. I don't care how you dress. I don't care how you do your makeup. I don't care what your hair looks like. And I don't care if you wear pink. You're a dude. That's how God made you, and that's it. Sorry.
I'm scared that news outlets would take my admission into a mental health facility as a way to paint me and all trans people as psychos who belong in the loony bin.
It resulted in a lot of suicidal ideation and dissociation. I'm still battling with some of that guilt and that shame and that dysphoria that was projected onto me during that time. And that was a situation that I wouldn't have wished on my worst enemy now that I've lived through it.
Mulvaney says she never wanted to be an activist, but has found herself navigating a society that's not always supportive of trans rights.
On his first day in office, President Trump signed the order which recognized two sexes, male and female. When you heard that pronouncement, what did you think?
It didn't change any way that I think about myself because I'm a woman no matter what my passport says. We are not hurting anyone. We're less than 1% of the population. And the way that they speak about us so often is as if we're like taking over cities like Godzilla. We're just being our authentic selves.
There is something out there called being too accepting, being too tolerant of things. I think that's where we're at in America. What do y'all think? Like, I don't know, when teachers start giving parents advice on how to just parent their kids, like, oh, hey, if your kid is playing with a Barbie and he's a boy, he's probably a transgender. So you maybe can go get him surgery or something like that. No, his nuts just haven't dropped yet. Did y'all ever think about that? He hasn't gone through puberty yet. He's going to play with the same shit that a little girl plays with. And everyone understands that. Why is that such a wild thought process? Maybe it's because the people who are doing this stuff want more people involved with it so they feel more welcome. And I have one thing to say to that. People who are truly comfortable with the decisions that they've made in life, they don't need a group. They don't need a vast amount of people following them and saying, hey, good job, man, pat you on the back, support you every day, you're doing the right thing. Nope. If you're called to do something, you should have complete confidence in what you're doing. It's not some, oh, well, I'll only do it if I have a ton of support. No, but that's what this is. This is people that are like, okay, I made this big leap. Now support me. Everybody's got to support me, including people who are Christian, who are on the other side of the world, who cut people's heads off for doing this stuff. Everybody's got to support me.
The Trump administration has also tried to ban gender-affirming care for people under the age of 19. A federal court has blocked that for now.
And what do you say to those who do question gender-affirming care, believing that it could be irreversible and lead to problems later in life, even cause regrets?
I don't have the lived experience of a trans child that was able to seek out that care, but I ultimately do believe that parents know their child better than a government does. We should let those families figure out what is best for them.
I mean, that's just nuts to me. I think it's a very wise decision on Trump's end to not let this care for children be addressed until they're 18, until they're an adult, right? And there's a couple of reasons why. One, they haven't gone through puberty yet. They don't know. You're not going to tell me in any case that a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old for sure knows that they like dudes or chicks. You're not. 10's maybe much. 8. In my opinion, parents who let their kids do this, it's criminal. Think about it for a second. If your kid's 8 and maybe, I don't know, maybe they go like Barbies more or whatever, maybe something more feminine. How do you make a conclusion on what they're truly attracted to before they've hit puberty? They could have a dramatic shift and go to Playboy magazines and staring at every woman's ass that goes by. You just don't know. You don't know because they haven't been through it yet. But making the decision before the kid has gone through a very pivotal stage in life that determines all of that, you're setting them up for failure. Can you imagine a conversation that a 30-year-old person who got their dick cut off when they were 8 has with their parents? Hey, you know what? I'm actually straight, but I have no unit down there anymore. So why did you guys let me do that when I was 8 years old? Oh, honey, it was the thing to do back then. Joe Biden was president and everybody was doing it. You said you liked Barbies and you said you liked the girls. You said you liked being a girl more. We dressed you up as a Barbie and put a pink skirt on you. What do you think they're going to say to you? Serious. People need to start having logic and remove their emotion from crap. This is sick to me. And it's my opinion, but it's sickening. Stop trying to play God. God does things for a reason. God makes people the way they are for a reason. And if someone wants to do whatever they want, once they're out of your household and above 18, gone through puberty, and they're like, okay, I'm a dude, or I'm a woman, when they're really not, okay, do your thing. But don't ask us to sign off on it because we're never going to. It's like asking all of us to sign off on gun control. It's not going to happen, okay?